For the ultimate Imagination Skyway experience, you can now create a free account over at patreon.com/Imagination Skyway to listen to podcast episodes without programmatic ads, engage with other listeners, and enjoy Imagination Skyway news episodes, or subscribe to one of our paid membership options for bonus episodes, weekly video calls, and many more surprises. Learn more and sign up today at patreon.com/Imagination Skyway. Welcome aboard Imagination Skyway, your grand podcast tour of the magic. I'm your host, Matthew Kroll, and in today's episode, we are not only going to discuss, but also play Disney Lorcana. This trading card game was first released in 2023, and while I had initially planned to record this episode with my cousin Mike when we were visiting Walt Disney World together last summer, our schedule proved to be a bit overambitious on that trip. Thankfully, we had the chance to reunite this January and finally open up our first Disney Lorcana purchases. Yes, they had been sitting collecting dust in Mike's home for months, and we finally had the chance to unbox them. In this episode, we will unbox our first ever Disney Lorcana decks, discuss the rules of the game, and play our first ever match. To help improve the quality of this episode, by the way, I edited out quite a bit of the game, but if you would like to enjoy the video version of our full game experience, you can head to the Imagination Skyway Patreon page, shameless plug, at patreon.com/Imagination Skyway to watch this full bonus episode. At the end of the show, we'll return to Imagination Central, where I'll share ways in which you can stay connected with Imagination Skyway, how you can discuss this topic with others, and how you can help support and inspire the future of this show. Please remain seated, keep your hands and arms inside the podcast at all times, and enjoy your grand circle tour aboard Imagination Skyway. Back in May, we went to Walt Disney World together, and I had, I think, too many things on the list that I wanted to get to. And because of that, there were 2 or 3 things we did not get the chance to record. So sitting collecting dust for the last 7-8 months, at least, is Disney Lorcana trading card game, which neither of us have played before.
First time.
And we wanted to have an authentic experience playing this together for the first time. Originally, it would have been in Kidani Village and a 1-bedroom villa. Instead, we are here in your podcast studio for your show, which is set up much better, I think, than my podcast studio. We have more space in Phoenix, Arizona than we do in New York.
I appreciate that. Yes, I took a lot of time and effort to getting the studio. Basically putting this together, like getting a nice audio, but also getting a certain vibe in here.
Yeah, and we know where creatives prevail happens whenever you record the show.
No, thank you.
We will do a few things today, and I want to start by talking a little bit about this trading card game, because I don't think a lot of people know. If you are a trading card game player, you might have heard of this before, or you might have seen it at Disney parks or online. Certainly, they've made mention of Lorcana at D23, both Destination D23, which was the first time I had heard about it, D23 Expo 2022 was the first time I heard about this game, and it is now 2.5 years later. I still haven't played it, but that's better late than never. Before I get to this trading card game, you and I have played trading card games before, so this is not our first time playing this. You have played a lot more than I have. I feel like I played more in middle school and high school, and then I didn't keep in touch with friends who play trading card games like these, so I haven't played it as much as you have. But We've played Magic the Gathering.
I played a Pokemon TCG before as well. I play Hearthstone, so I play a lot of TCG games, and I love them. So when they mentioned that Disney was coming out with one, I mean, come on, taking two of my favorite things and combining it together, it was perfect. A no-brainer.
It's perfect.
Totally no-brainer.
Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the story, because there is a story that is on DisneyLorcana.com. It's a very quick blurb, so it's not an intense saga that we're going to read into here, but this is what the Disney Lorcana website has to say about this. Disney Lorcana is a game where you team up with your favorite Disney characters and embark on exciting adventures. In the magical realm of Lorcana, you'll work with your team of characters in a race for prized story stars. This immersive trading card game involves collecting cards and building decks, offers fun and strategic play, and lets you play against one or more opponents. They also say that it is as much an adventure as it is a game. You can build a deck around your favorite Disney characters, wield legendary items, sing iconic songs. I hope not, because no one wants to hear that from me.
No, nobody wants to hear that from us.
And visit familiar locations to reach victory. But be sure to keep your wits about you. You'll need to use well-timed actions and challenges to slow down opponents who are racing for that story star. Each card is a collectible mini masterpiece with beautiful and original Disney artwork. Whether you're hunting for the elusive enchanted cards, a must-have promo card, or the last glimmer you need to complete a set, there is plenty to keep the hunt exciting. And they also talk about the thriving Disney Lorcana community, where you can get together and experience events and championships around the world. And they say there's sure to be one near you. There's a lot of vocab words in here that I don't know what they mean yet, because we haven't read the instructions, but things like the enchanted cards or promo cards. So I'm excited to see what there is involved here. But what are you most looking forward to before we unbox this?
I'm actually very curious about the gameplay. So I intentionally did not read anything about the game itself, or try to keep it as limited as possible. So I heard a little bit things here and there, and when I asked people about what Lorcana is like, and they were comparing it to like Pokemon and some games I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
So I have a general idea, but I did not read any of the rules or anything about this game. And I know that it got quite popular since it came out.
Yes.
And that's the other thing too. We see a lot of games like these come out, and they're very fading. They come for a little while, and about a year later, they're kind of gone. Lorcana has gotten some legs to it, and that's what made it really exciting for me to try this game out. Is there are a number of people that really enjoy playing it. There is now a community being built around this game, and so for me, I want to know more about it, because again, it's Disney on top of it, and I love these type of games.
I do too. I love any type of strategy game. I also have that's the most I've read about Lorcana, is what I just read in that blurb on the show here. So I am excited to figure out how to play this game. I'm sure we'll be learning as we play along in this first round, but these are the starter decks, so that really is our first foray into playing this game, and then maybe this will be, while we're a little bit of a distance, so we can't play it regularly together, something that I will be looking for my local community to find some other friends to play this game with.
Absolutely. So we did get the two starter decks, both from first chapter as well. So yes. There's a bunch of expansions out. I don't remember how many there are at this point, but there are a number of expansions, and it's also a highly collectible game now. I mean, some of the cards are very, very valuable. So that does get me excited as a collector to see what these have inside. Starter decks sometimes have some good stuff in them, sometimes they don't, but this is a great way to just get started.
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm most looking forward to, because I didn't even say that, is the collectible side of this. I love playing the game, but there's something about revealing a card that you now have to mix in with your decks. So I'm excited to see what actually is in here, because that is going to be a surprise. I have no idea what cards exist, so I get an idea from the covers that there could be Aurora, and it looks like Simba, Cruella, and Aladdin, but I have no idea who is actually going to turn up in these decks, so I'm excited to get started.
I'm very curious, which one are you going to be picking here?
You know which one I'm going to pick. Let's be honest. If it has the Lion King on it, but I lean more towards this this classic. They're both classics, but the Sleeping Beauty Aurora is one of Maggie's top 3 princesses, and I love The Lion King, so I need to go with this side, and I will leave you with Cruella and Aladdin.
I'm fine with that. Aladdin's in there too, and I dig Cruella, so I'm okay with that.
Good choices here. Should we start?
Yes, let's begin.
Let's go. Should we go?
You go first.
I'll go first. Okay.
Yeah, you go
first. So we do have I picked, of course, Aurora and Simba. So let's open this up. Open it just like that. And let's take a look inside. Ooh. This is cool. So we have the rules, which are, of course, going to be really important. These look like, okay, I feel like I'm going to maybe need this, but we're going to move this over here.
It looks like counters.
Yeah. We do have the rules, which we're going to have to learn. So we have the quick start rules. But let's go first to, we have 12 additional cards. I'm going to start with the deck of 60 that's in here. So let's open up the plastic. It's always the hard part.
You're out of practice.
Where are the scissors?
You are out of practice.
I told you I do not play these anymore. Mike, if you're quicker at this, you can feel free to jump in.
You want me to help you?
The plastic.
Okay, this is what I'm here for.
This is, if Joanna were here, she would be saying.
Okay, this is actually a little hard.
All right, so it's not just me. So it's not that I'm out of practice.
Yeah, it's not just you. This one actually is a little bit challenging to open up. Actually, that's good though. I like the fact that the seal.
Those of you listening to the show can hear the authentic plastic.
Some ASMR opening of packs.
All right, come on, plastic. Here we go. Now we're finally getting somewhere. So right at the top of the deck we have Aurora, and I have a different version of Aurora. So we have, let's see, this is Briar Rose. And then we have Dreaming Guardian. Then similar idea, we have Simba. We have Regal Princess Aurora. Flounder is the voice of reason. That's very true if you've ever seen the movie. He's not just a little guppy. Grandma Tala, the storyteller. Jasmine, disguised. Maleficent, sinister visitor. Maleficent, uninvited. We have Mickey Mouse, detective. We have some action cards here. We have Develop Your Brain, One Jump Ahead from Aladdin. The Coconut Basket. There's also an item here. That was an item, by the way. Another item is the Magic Golden Flower. And we have another character here, which is Beast.
Beast is looking pretty ravagey.
That's fierce, right?
Yeah, it's very fierce.
It says hard-headed on it. Captain Hook says forceful duelist. Hercules, a true hero. Smash from Frozen, and the last one is the frying pan item from Tangled.
I'm really excited. This is the first time that I go into a game completely blind.
This is going to be very interesting.
And then also, I like it comes with the pack. I also like the fact that the starter deck comes with some foils and alt art cards. So yes. I really like the fact that they give you at least a little bit of collectible items. Many times starter decks do not do that.
Right. Mike, do you want to open up your deck?
Yeah, let me open up mine.
I'm going to start going ahead to read the rules as you are.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah, we'll move ahead here. Starting off, we got Aladdin. A couple of versions of Aladdin. Here's Cruella, Duke of Weselton. We have Horace. There's Jasper, also from 101. We got Mad Hatter. Oh, I got old school Mickey Mouse.
Oh, wow. Steamboat Willie.
You get Steamboat Willie. We get Peter Pan here. We get Mother Knows Best. Oh, it's interesting, too. Like, it literally says on the card that this is part of a song. I like how they incorporate that into the game.
Yes, there are action songs in here. Okay. As I'm reading the rules.
We got Stampede. Steal from the Rich from Robin Hood. I also like, too, how there are variations off of these characters. So it's not just one Aladdin or just one Mickey Mouse. So that's pretty fun. Oh, I get Donald Duck. This is a crazy Scar. Look at this one.
Whoa. He is on fire.
Quite literally on fire. It's like an elemental Scar. That's crazy. He's got a sword.
He's got a sword.
A boo. It's a boo. That's really funny. And then Shield of Virtue. All right. So you've been reading up the rules because I have not. So you're going to probably be schooling me here.
I have. So there are a few types of cards. First of all, as we're shuffling here, so there are going to be 60 cards in our deck. We're going to just pick the starter packs that we were given, and we're going to be drawing 7 cards to start.
7? Okay.
Now, what's interesting is this is a Disney game, and Disney often offers some friendly alterations. So if you are not satisfied with your starting hand, and they list that there could be a few reasons, if you don't have very many cards with inkwell icons, which I'll explain, or if there are too many cards with a high cost, you can alter your starting hand. Here's the trick. You can alter up to 7, but you do not get to see which 7 you alter. So you put them all face down, shuffle them, and you choose, let's say I want to get rid of 3 of them, put them at the bottom of the deck, and draw the next 3. You could do that one time at the start of any game.
That's interesting. So if anybody's familiar with the game Hearthstone, that's how Hearthstone works too, where you have a starting hand, and then you can choose certain cards from that starting hand, and that gets essentially shuffled back into the deck, and then you draw X number of those cards to work with your opening hand, and you can only do that once as well. So that's interesting that they did it very similarly to Hearthstone.
Yes.
So that's really fascinating.
Drop my cards here. There are different types of cards that are in any deck. There are, as we've seen, right? There are characters, there are items, there are actions, and there are songs.
Songs are almost like a subset, if you will, from actions.
It's a type of action.
Yeah.
Right. So there's characters, items, and actions, subcategory being songs.
Interesting.
Characters, you'll send character glimmers on quests and into challenges. Some have special abilities. Now, when the character quests, so when you use a character, you gain lore.
Okay.
The lore value, and I'll show you what it shows here.
Okay.
The lore on each card, the lore value is indicated here. So some have 1, some have 2, some have 3, some have 4.
Okay.
That's your lore value. And the object of the game is to be the first person to get to 20 lore.
Okay.
I'm assuming that there were probably ways to get rid of lore from another player, or else this game will be over very fast. And the other things that are here on the card are the inkwell icon. So there's different types of inkwells, and this is essentially the cost to play that card. The numbers over here indicate the strength on the left-hand side, so that's how much damage your character deals during a challenge, and willpower is how much damage it takes to banish that character from play.
Okay.
There are different classifications, as we talked about at the top, so that's going to be indicated by over here. You have the ink symbol. You also have abilities and effects. So I'm just going to read out the instructions here. So the card's special rules are the abilities and effects. On actions, these are called effects. On characters and items, most abilities have a story-based name, especially common abilities instead use bolded keywords like rush. In the example below, which has rush, this character can challenge the turn they're played.
Okay.
Trying to think what else there is that's on here that I did not share. There's the ink key, and each type of ink, there's amber, emerald, sapphire, amethyst, ruby, and steel, and they have different rarities that are associated with them as well.
Yes, which is down here. So you have the option. Okay, those are the different symbols for. I see where it is. It looks like it's down here for the rarity. So on the bottom of the card. So for example, if I'm going to flip over my deck here, this is an uncommon. This is a common, for example, and something like this is a rare. Let's see if we can get some of the other ones here. So this one's a foil. This one is a super rare. And then the gold one is so another super rare. See if there's any legendaries in here. Where are the legendaries? Probably not. No legendaries?
You might not have any legendaries. So there are...
Curious if it's in my pack. I wonder if the Rapunzel is a legendary. Hold on. Let's find out. This is exciting because I'm like, oh, like we'll see. Oh, no, it's a common. Foil common. Yeah, okay. So not so good. That's good to know, though. Now I got an idea of the rarities. Okay.
Right. I'm also going to move this because I feel like I am going to need it.
Okay. So then, does the instructions say on? You mentioned about the inkwells being the cost. How much? Do you know how many inkwells you can spend per turn? Like, how does that work?
That I'm still looking into as you were looking. There's a lot of instructions on the back that I'm going to be reading, but the characters, the different cards to go through them more time. So the characters, you'll send character glimmers on quests and into challenges. Some have special abilities. Items or item glimmers stay in play when you play them and give you special abilities during the game. Actions give you a one-time advantage and are then discarded. Songs are a type of action, and you can play one just like any other action by paying its cost and resolving its effect, but that's not your only option. Some characters can sing the song for you, so you don't have to pay the ink, which is very interesting. So again, lots of instructions on the back, and there's the beginning phase where you have, just like any other of these trading card games, you have exerted cards and ready cards. So you ready your exerted cards at the start of a turn by turning them upright, if you have any that are exerted. You check for effects that happen at the start of your turn and follow their instructions. Again, just like any other trading card game. And you draw a card from the top of your deck. The first player skips this step on their first turn. The main phase, once per turn, you could put a card face down into your inkwell at any time. So over here we have my deck, the discard pile, the inkwell, and cards in play. So once per turn, I could put a card face down into my inkwell at any time. Additionally, you could take any actions listed below any number of times in any order you want. This allows you to take full advantage of what your cards can do in combination with other effects. So you can play a card, you can use a character ability that doesn't require them to exert. You can use an item ability. You could take an action with a character that's been in play since the start of your turn. These include quest, challenge an opponent's exerted character, or use an ability that requires them to exert. What's interesting is you could do this in any number, in any order, because sometimes there is a specific order that you have to do one thing before the other.
Okay.
Using abilities, many items and characters have abilities you can use during your turn, and only during your turn. These normally affect other cards in play. Cards in a player's deck, discard, hand, or inkwell aren't in play, so they aren't affected by other cards unless the card says otherwise. Remember, you can't use the abilities of a character you played this turn.
Okay, so this is very similar to Magic the Gathering. If you remember, there was a thing called Summoning Sickness. I don't know if that's the same terminology used now, but Summoning Sickness, same thing, where basically you play the card and you're not able to use abilities or attack or do anything with that card until the next turn over.
Right. And again, ending the game, the first player to reach 20 lore or more wins. If your deck runs out of cards, you lose the next time you would have to draw a card. So let's talk about your inkwell. Your inkwell is where you'll put your ink cards face down. You'll use the cards in your inkwell to pay the costs of cards you play from your hand.
Okay.
You put a card from your hand into your inkwell once each turn. The card you choose must have the inkwell icon around its cost in the upper left corner. The more ink cards you have, the more you'll be able to do. To put a card in your inkwell, show the card to your opponents and then put it face down into your inkwell as ink. Every card in your inkwell represents one, no matter what's on the front. So choose wisely. Cards put into your inkwell stay there for the rest of the game. To play a card, playing a card just means taking it from your hand and putting it face up on the table. Each card has an ink cost and a hexagon in the upper left corner. To play the card, you must exert that many cards in your inkwell.
Okay.
When you play a character card, put it on the table above your inkwell. Characters enter play in the ready position, but you can't do anything with them until your next turn. You need to wait for their ink to dry.
Yep, that makes sense.
When you play an item card, put it on the table above your inkwell. Unlike characters, you can use items right away. So characters you have to wait, items can be used right away. When you play an action card, do what the card tells you to do, then put the card into your discard pile. Always put cards into your discard pile face up so everyone can see them.
Yep, that makes sense.
Questing. To quest with one of your characters, exert them and gain lore equal to their lore value. Remember, you can't quest with a character the same turn you play them.
Okay.
Characters damage each other in challenges, and some card effects deal damage as well. Whatever the source, damage counters stay on a character until an effect removes them or the character is banished. A character is banished when they have damage counters on them that reach or exceed their willpower. Put the character into the player's discard pile.
Okay.
So
this is starting to make sense. So basically, when after the turn after you play a character card, you have the option of going on a quest, which will give you those lore counters essentially to increase them, or you can challenge another character that your opponent has, but that also can't be one that it has been one that has been around for at least one turn.
Yes,
if I understand correctly. Correct.
Yes, that's what it seems like it is.
Okay. Are we done with this?
We are. I just want to keep that in sight.
Yeah, keep it sight because we're going to definitely need
this is our first time playing
this. This is the very first time playing. I'm very, very excited about this.
By the way, the cards with the cost hexagon around them can be put into your inkwell to use as ink.
So not every card you can use?
Correct. The ones with the hexagon can be put into your inkwell to use as ink.
Okay, but the ones that don't, you cannot put into your inkwell.
That's what I am assuming.
Okay, and what happens when you use cards in your inkwell? Do they go in your discard afterwards?
It says they stay.
So I can put one card in my inkwell, and then I can play something for one. And I have two cards in inkwell, now I can play something for two, and then so on and so forth, correct?
Yeah, you could put a card from your hand into your inkwell once each turn. The card you choose must have the inkwell icon around its cost.
Okay, that's good to know.
In the upper left corner. The more ink cards you have, the more you'll be able to do. To put a card in your inkwell, show the card to your opponents, and then put it face down in your inkwell as ink. Every card in your inkwell represents one, no matter what's on the front. So choose wisely. Cards put into your inkwell stay there for the rest of the game.
Interesting. Okay, and then that's just basically how much you can cost. So, for example, if you have a card that costs 5 ink and then 2 ink, and let's say you have 7 ink total, you can play both of those cards in the turn because that's how much you have to spend.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Want to roll to see who goes first?
Sure.
Sure. Here we go.
1, 5. Mike goes first for sure.
Of course, I goes first.
Now, the question is, do you want to change any of your...
Oh, that's right. You can do that. I forgot about that. Well, considering I don't know really how to play this just yet, I think I'm going to... actually, maybe not. So, let me see. I'm probably going to swap this out. Probably I'm thinking these two. So they go on the bottom, correct?
They go on the bottom, yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I'm just going to stick then, because I don't really know yet how to play. So I'm just going to stick.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stick with mine as well, because I don't understand the strategy fully until we really play this.
Does it say that the person who goes first draws a card, or no?
No, you do not.
So second player draws a card?
The first player skips the draw the card on their first turn.
Yep. Yeah, that's also very common.
And that's the last thing.
That's great. I like the fact that they're using a lot of the same rules as some of the other games.
Yeah.
So for players like myself, that is very familiar. So I do appreciate that. Okay.
So you're not going to draw this turn, I will.
No, I will not draw this turn. So let's see here. I'm going to take off. He's got a sword, which is 1 ink. Mm-hmm. Or actually, it's just
if
one
they're
ink.
all going to be 1 ink.
All 1 ink. So I got 1 ink to play with. And then I'm going to play Shield of Virtue. So Shield of Virtue is an item card for 1, and then I can tap or exert it. Tap is magic. Exert it, and then spend 3. Looks like 3 inkwell, and then I can ready a choosing character, and then they can't quest for the rest of this turn. So I don't know exactly that if I can still do the quest and then do this ability. Are the quests and challenges the last part of the turn?
They are. You could do anything in any order.
You can do anything in any order.
Yep.
Okay. So theoretically speaking, I can, for example,
and items can be used right away. So you could do this, whatever it is. If you have the ability to do it, you could do it.
Okay. So I can do it at any time. So that's great. Because the reason why I like this too is that ready chosen character means that I can put it back into the ready phase, which means you cannot attack it. So that's why it's called Shield. I can see why it's called Shield of Virtues for that reason, is it kind of prevents you from being able to attack it. But I can't quest for the rest of this turn, so, which is interesting. So I'll have to figure out if I'm going to be abusing the card or not. That's the end for my turn, I believe.
Okay. So I am going to I have to draw a card. I have nothing ready or set, so I'm going to draw a card. I am going to choose a coconut basket and put that into my inkwell.
Okay.
So I have one. I'm going to put this action card down, Develop Your Brain.
Okay.
Which says, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one into your hand and the other on the bottom of the deck.
That's really good. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And then that goes in your discard.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to draw for my turn. Okay. I'm going to put Meg into the inkwell. That gives me 2. And your turn.
All right. I'll put, I forgot to pick up a card. that would help. All right, so I'm going to put, still my same choice. I'm going to put Captain Hook into my
inkwell. Okay.
So I have 2 in my inkwell. And Prince Eric down as a character.
Okay. Do you mind if I read?
Yeah. So sorry, it says Challenger +2. While challenging, this character gets +2 of the strength.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So while challenging, so when it challenges somebody else, then it's going to get +2. Otherwise, if I challenge it, it's not going to get it.
Right.
Right, because this is the one that's going to be essentially doing the challenging.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So when I challenge, I get +2 strength. Otherwise, I stick with the 3 willpower.
Are you done for your turn?
I'm done.
Okay. All right, go draw a card. Okay. Oh, that's so mean. Okay. Now I'm getting an idea of how this is going to roll. Let's see. Do we want to do... I think we're going to do another Meg. I'm not liking Meg right now. So it's up to 3. And then I'm going to play Jasper. So Jasper for 3. Jasper is a 2 attack for defense, or that's what they call it. Oh, anyway, so yes, 2/4, and then whenever this character quests, choose an opposing character can't quest during their next turn. So this can get very mean.
Yes.
So, in general, just to explain, then what I could theoretically do is with Shield of Virtue is I can put this back to the ready position, so you can't challenge this. So I can just permanently prevent you from questing with one of your characters while I'm questing my own, and you cannot challenge Jasper.
Okay. I got it.
And I think I'm done for the turn, so you can go.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to put Coconut Basket again into my inkwell. So I have 3.
Okay.
So I am going to play Hercules. So here's the thing. Bodyguard. This character may enter play exerted.
Ooh.
And an opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose one with Bodyguard, if able.
Okay. So I don't have one with Bodyguard, so...
Nope, so I'm going to enter this exerted.
Okay, so are you going... you can't challenge that.
No, I
so
can't.
You're just going to quest for
I'm going to quest, so that's 1 lore. And,
all right. And you can technically exert...
I can exert Berserk. I was deciding what I want to do.
You can't challenge Jasper.
Right. So I'm going to go up to 2.
So 2. All right, fantastic. Okay. My turn?
Yes.
This is fun. I like this game.
I think I forgot to draw a card. I'm going to leave it be.
Okay. So
I can't remember if I did or not.
So I hate doing this, but sorry, Mickey Mouse, you're not that interesting. So, Mickey Mouse.
Not in this game.
Not in this game.
Willy.
So that's going to bring me up to 4. And then I'm going to play Vicious Betrayal. So mine's going to get +2 on the attack this turn. Okay. And then I am going to challenge Hercules. So that should take Hercules out because this will be 4.
Okay.
And it has 3. So that'll get banished.
Okay, so that goes into my discard. Correct. Which is right here.
And I don't think it doesn't exchange, right? It's just like challenge it and then I do the damage?
Yeah, you do damage and that's it.
Okay. So then I am going to put Yeah, I'll just play Peter Pan
Okay.
for 3.
And what does Peter Pan do?
Evasive. Only characters with evasive can challenge this character.
Okay.
And it's a 3/2 and it has a lore of 1.
All right.
And you can go.
All right, so I'm going to unexert Prince Eric. Draw my card. Okay. And let me think who I want to play here. I'm actually going to develop your brain. I'm going to put in my inkwell.
Okay.
I used that card and it was great last time, but I've got, I think, more valuable things here. So that's 4, and I don't have too many choices. I'm gonna just try this and see if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but this is sort of like our play around round. So I'm gonna play 1 jump ahead.
Okay.
And it says a character with cost 2 or more, which is this one. So I can pay 2 to exert this and use its ability.
You can either pay 2 ink
or just exert Prince Eric
or exert and then not pay the 2 ink. That's the options here.
I'm probably going to do that. Now the question is, when I exert it, do I get a lore or not?
No, because exerting is the using ability. So exerting is either challenging a character or adding lore.
Got it. So I'm going to put this exerted, which still leaves me with 4. This is exerted now. Correct. And that's that. The action cards go away?
Yeah, they go in your discard.
Okay, so I'm going to do that in a second. I still have 4 to play with, which means I am... Now, I don't know... I'm going to do something I don't know we're going to talk about if I can do it or not.
Okay.
But I am going to play 3 to play an action to smash Peter Pan. So this is an action, not a character.
Deal 3 damage to chosen character. Yeah. Because this is only characters with the challenge. It's not challenging, so it just takes it out.
Yep. So I'm going to take out Peter Pan.
Oh.
Sorry, Peter Pan.
Peter Pan's out.
I'm still left with Prince Eric here.
Okay, my turn?
Yeah, I have nothing left to do.
All right, excellent. So, Jasper...
I'm starting to get this.
It's getting to ready. Yeah, I'm starting to get this too. Let's see. I'll put Rapunzel into the inkwell.
Okay.
So I'll have 5. And I'm going to get 1 lore from Jasper.
Okay.
And so I'm going to choose Prince Eric. So you cannot gain lore you can't quest next turn. So you cannot gain any lore from that one.
Leave him tapped.
Oh, no, you can still challenge.
Okay, I can't
You just can't go questing.
Got it.
But then, since I didn't use any of my inkwells, I will go and play this and then put it back into the ready position. So we won't be able to challenge Jasper.
Wow. All right.
And then it's your turn.
That is mean.
That is a very mean combo right here.
I'm going to exert everything.
That's a very mean combo right there.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to draw this. Okay, so I'm going to put Aurora into my inkwell.
Okay.
I will... How many do I have? I gotta see. This is all 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to exert all 6 to play Scar Mastermind.
Okay.
When you play this character, chose an opposing character gets -5 this turn. And I will just...
Do you mind if I read the card?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm taking a look here. So it's a 5/4, which is crazy, and also has 2 lore. When you play this character, choose an opposing character gets -5, looks like on the attack side this turn. So
yes. Tap this for lore. How much has he? He's got 3. So you have... This is an attack of 2, and...
Yes,
yeah, okay.
and then there's 3 damage counters on it, so it has 1 left. You cannot challenge him though because he's
right. I'm not going to do. I'm just going to do. You can't. I just wanted to do my math.
You can't quest.
So I'm just going to.
You can't quest because of Jasper. So whenever this character, when this ever quests.
So I had it backwards. I can challenge, but not
a quest.
Right,
correct.
Right.
But you can't challenge anyway because I have nobody exerted on my side.
That's right. You can't.
So basically, I made Prince Eric
stuck. Yeah, that was a mean card.
I just made it completely irrelevant. Okay, so draw a card. Tibbs, you are not worthy right now. I'll bring this up to 6. To that 1, I don't necessarily want to lose Jasper just yet, so I'll let it be your turn.
Okay, so I draw a card. I don't really have any choices here.
So just to explain like why I made that decision, because for example, if I did decide to quest, I would get an extra lore, so I would go up to 2, but and I can choose Prince Eric. But since Prince Eric has this crazy ability, like basically Prince Eric could challenge Jasper, survive, and Jasper will be gone because I don't have enough Inkwell for Shield of Virtue. I had to use 5 to play the Dragonfire.
Right.
So, instead of exerting it for any particular reason, I chose to not to. So you cannot challenge it.
Right. Okay. All right. So my turn. So yes. I'm actually not going to put anything in my Inkwell this turn.
Okay.
I am going to, however, use 3 to play Mickey Mouse. So Mickey Mouse is a character. When you play this character, you may put the top card of your deck into your Inkwell face down and exerted.
That's cool. So this is like a rampy kind of a thing. So
yes.
I like that.
Yes. Did you challenge Prince Eric with Jasper again?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I didn't at all. So I never challenged with Jasper.
Okay.
Correct.
But he's not exerted. So I'm just going to do this to get 1 lore.
Yep.
And then that's all I could do.
All right. And then did you put another card in your Inkwell?
When I play this character, but I can't play him because I just put him down.
No, that is playing him, right? What is this? When you play this character, so you just played it.
Okay.
So you should take the top card and then put it in there and start it.
Got it.
Oh, nice. Okay. My turn. Draw a card. That's so mean. Okay, I'm just gonna play Stitch.
Okay.
Straight up. Stitch is a 4/6 and has 3 lore. Nothing else to it though. It's just Stitch is very, very beefy.
Yep.
Very, very beefy and a very big threat. And then, I mean, that uses up all my ink. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and I'm not going to swing with Jasper, so you can go.
All right. So
I'm using magic terminology.
I'm going to draw a card. All right. So I'm going to put Magic Golden Flower into my Inkwell pile.
Okay.
And
so that gives you what? 8? You're at 8 Inkwells now?
I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
None of them exerted. So I might as well. This is my only thing I could do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to play Simba, who is a 4/6.
Whoa. Okay.
To match your Stitch, and then I am going to.
You can theoretically quest for both of those and get 2 quests, 2 lures.
Well, I'm going to quest Prince Eric to.
Might as well, for both Mickey Mouse and Prince Eric, just get 2 more lore.
Sure. All right, so supposed to be up to 5.
Okay. All right, my turn?
Yes.
All right. That stays at 6.
I need a way to get more cards in my hand because I have...
That's the one thing I find interesting because, well, obviously at this point in time, once you get a certain number of inks, you probably don't need any more, right? So you're at 8. Chances are you're probably not going to need any more than that. So you can keep all the cards that you're collecting.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to play Aladdin for 3.
Okay.
And I improvise, which is when you play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore, so you go down to 4. So you drop your lore down to 4. And that was 3. Okay. And sorry, this is actually an interesting thought. So I'm going to go through because it's all on the board here. So I'll explain my thought process on what's going on here. So I have Aladdin, Stitch, Jasper, and then the Shield of Virtue. I do have 3 ink left, which means I can do Shield of Virtue's move, which is bring it back to a ready position. I can actually do that too. That's interesting. I can do some challenging. So if I go with Jasper, it's going to open it up to a threat of being challenged next turn. But it does prevent one of your characters from questing, let's say, for example, Mufasa. I can prevent it from questing and getting your 3 next turn. So I could do that and then technically do Shield of Virtue to bring it back. I could also go after you with Stitch and either do the quest and get 3 lore counters, or I can technically do a challenge against Mickey Mouse or Prince Eric. So there are a couple of different options here that I can go after, that I can play around. All right, I still think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to do challenge Stitch to Prince Eric. So Prince Eric's going to be out.
Yep, and you lose
1.
Yes.
Okay. And then I will do Prince Jasper as well for questing.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to choose Mufasa, is not going to be able to, so I go up to 2. And then Mufasa cannot quest next turn.
Okay.
And then I am going to, actually, no, because I don't know if I can take out Mufasa yet. So actually I will do Jasper. So.
Okay.
Jasper, go back into the right position, and Alepi, your turn.
All right, so I exert everything. Draw this. Okay. I might as well. So I'm going to use 1 Inkwell to play Goons, which I think this is a very good quote. They may be useless, but they come with the castle. So
it's a 2/2 with
it's a 2/2. Yeah,
1.
they do absolutely nothing. They do absolutely nothing.
That's fine. You have another card in hand too, by the way, right?
No.
What's that?
This is from
that's from the deck?
Yeah, no,
okay, so you have no cards.
I have no cards in my hand right now.
As the opponent, that's good information to know.
Yes, I have no cards in my hand right now. Okay. Otherwise, I would have them somewhere closer. So I cannot do anything with this, but I can use these 2 right now.
Correct. You can challenge with Mufasa, but you cannot quest with Mufasa.
Right, and I can quest with Mickey.
And challenge with Mickey. You can do
challenge with Mickey.
Correct.
So
what you could probably do, you could do one of 2 things. You could theoretically challenge Stitch twice.
Yeah.
Mufasa theoretically will survive, but Mickey Mouse will not. But Stitch will be gone.
Yes.
Because that'll be a total of 5. So you could theoretically do that. You could also, you can't unfortunately challenge Aladdin or Jasper. So that would be the only thing Mufasa can do at this point in time. Mickey Mouse can theoretically go and quest to get an extra lore.
I am going to choose to do nothing.
You choose nothing? Good day, sir. Okay. My turn?
Yes. There's no benefit that outweighs the risk. So I'm just going to choose to do nothing.
Okay. So I will exert out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do questing on all 3 of these.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're up to 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
7. Oh, you were at 2?
Yeah, I was at 2. I did Jasper twice, so I'm at 7.
Cool.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a 20-sided die. That's going to be a lot easier here. As I try to find 7.
7?
7? Yeah, 7. All right. And since Jasper I'm going to do the same thing. Mufasa cannot quest.
Okay.
I will spend 3 to use Shield of Virtue to put Jasper back in the ready position.
Jasper is going to be the card that makes me lose this game.
Jasper is ridiculous.
I'm just saying it now.
With the Shield of Virtue is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I still have 3 left, so I will spend the 3 and play Horus. Horus is just a 4/3 with a lore of 1.
Okay.
And then that'll be at the end of my turn.
All right, so I am going to put an item in, and if I remember, items stay in.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, just like the Shield of Virtue is an item.
So I have Magic Golden Flower, which I can banish this item to remove up to 3 damage from a chosen character.
Oh, that's nice, but yeah, there's no damage.
Yeah, there's no damage right now.
You're probably going to want to take out Stitch, because
Yeah,
Stitch is getting 3 lore, which is crazy good.
Yes. I was going to figure out the combination of things I want to do. So he's got 5 left?
5 left, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to use the Goons first.
Okay. Are you questing or challenging?
Challenge Stitch, which is going to take this out. But then how much is it down to?
It has 3 left at this point.
3 left.
Yes.
I feel like I can lose Mickey, but not Mufasa, so I'm going to exert Mickey onto Stitch.
Okay.
So that knocks out Stitch, but then it also knocks out Mickey.
Well, Mickey only does 1 strength, right? Or is there a way that increases strength?
Oh, sorry, I was reading this backwards, so I got to do Mufasa. I was reading it backwards, so I do Mufasa.
So Mufasa, so it'll take 4.
Yep, so I'm down to 1.
2.
2, thank you.
Math is fun.
Yep, math is fun. It's just because I'm reading it backwards.
Of course. And then you could theoretically quest with Mickey Mouse if you wanted to and get a lore.
I might as well, because I'm slow chugging here.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we're going to start with this first. We're going to... Laddie is going to go ahead and challenge Mufasa, so they'll trade.
Okay.
Get them gone. Horus is going to challenge Mickey. So they'll take out Mickey Mouse. Yep. And then this will take 1. And then I guess Horus will just go ahead and swing and lure.
So you got 8.
That'll be at 8. And then I haven't used any of my, so I'm just going to play out my hand.
All right.
One new ability is from Donald Duck is Vanilla, but Aladdin is Ward, which means opponents can't choose this character except to challenge. So if you have like a card that deals like damage, like one of the cards you played before, where you wouldn't be able to target Aladdin for that.
Okay. I go. There's only one thing I could do, which is play Simba for 5.
That's a bold move. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay. What does it say? During your turn...
Whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 1 lore.
Wow, okay. I think I'm just going to be super aggro here. So I'm going to just I'm just going to gain 4 quest.
Okay.
And since I quested here, I'm not going to prevent Simba from questing. So I'll get 4, so I'll be at 12. And then I'll use 3 Inkwell to untap Jasper. So can't quest, can't so...
Can't quest, I can challenge.
You can't challenge, yep. And then I think I'm just going to I'll pay the 1 and then play the Sergeant Tips as well.
Okay.
And you can go.
Have you ever seen someone bleed out slowly? Because that's exactly what this feels like right now. As long as you have Jasper and Shield of Virtue.
Jasper and Shield of Virtue is just ridiculously good.
So I can't attack Jasper, and I also can't.
Yeah, you can't attack Jasper. So unfortunately, I mean, there are removal. Like you had one that you played before that you could technically play on Jasper.
There was nothing I could ever do to Jasper. You had protected him every single time.
But there's that was it Smash card that you played in your discard?
I could only challenge. I could only do damage on. Oh, but I did. But right?
Yeah, you already did. That's correct. Yeah, so that was the only damage you were able to do.
Right, that's the only thing I could
do. There's nothing else. Yeah.
Right. So it's not like it's not for lack of trying. I literally cannot do anything to Jasper.
Yeah. This is but this was between that and Shield of Virtue is brutal.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to tap 2 to bring out Aurora, and that's going to be it.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to, again, swing out. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So be at 17. And I'll prevent Simba from questing, untap, or ready back Jasper. And that is the 3 here, and I can't play this card, so I'll be your turn.
Okay. I'm going to draw 1. And, these are on top. 2 for another Aurora.
Okay. So you can prevent quite a bit of it. So you can challenge 3 of them, and you can challenge and take out 3 of them. So you could do that. Because I'm so high of view of lore, the only way to basically stop this is by challenging and taking out my characters.
Yeah. Again, as long as you have Jasper and Shield of Virtue, there's nothing I could do. So I'm just gonna defer my turn to you.
Okay.
So we just finished playing our first game, and it took quite a while between unboxing, reading the instructions, and then playing the game for the first time, getting through the motions. I feel like I have a good understanding of how this game works, and I can see how this would be really addicting, and I would want to go and collect more cards, especially seeing what your cards were capable of. I'm curious to dig into my deck and see if I was, to be honest, dealt a bad hand, because that was a slaughter. That wasn't even. I started out well with collecting Inkwell, but there was no character that I collected at any point except for Smash that did a little bit of damage on your Jasper, which is, as long as you have Jasper and Shield of Virtue in play, to be honest, like I said, it was a slow bleed. Like there was literally no way, unless I was a complete master at this game, to come back from that. So that's why I normally give it my all, but at the end, with the time that was running and how I was just literally watching myself get beaten down to a pulp, I was just like, just win, just go, just I'm not even gonna play anything, just go, just for the sake of the podcast. So I am, personally, I feel like I've just been beaten down. Other than that, this was a fun game. How about you?
I actually thoroughly enjoyed this. Once I understand the motions, what I like about this is that there are quite a bit of complexities to the game, but still I feel straightforward enough for most people. If you've never played a collectible card game like this before, I still feel like that it's straightforward enough to pick it up, but there's enough complexity there for veterans like myself to play and thoroughly enjoy it. I see so many similarities to this from Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, which is what I've heard from other people that have played this game. So for that reason, I really, really do enjoy it. It definitely was a little bit of a learning curve at first, but I felt like I was able to pick it up fairly quickly. So I really like this game a lot. I love the artwork on it. It's gorgeous, and there's a lot of fun collectability parts to it as well. What I discovered playing and what I've learned is that how much ink that you want to have in your inkwell is definitely a big part of the strategy, because I felt like, for example, when I was kind of shifting through the deck and seeing all the cards, that once you hit 6, which in this case for this deck was the highest card, I didn't really need to go that further from that point. So I knew at that point, once I hit 6, that I was able to not invest any more into the inkwell, and then play whatever cards I was drawing into. So Shield of Virtue again was a huge card here. I really like the idea of these type of item cards. That was a massive play. And then again, like you said, Jasper, like that combination to preventing your cards from questing against me really gave me that edge to get up ahead. So the only comment I would have that I saw from your deck was the deck was revolved around the fact that there's other ways of getting cards into the inkwell that didn't necessarily require you to play the cards from your hand. So I don't know if that would have made a difference in this case scenario, but for example, you're at, 8 ink right now? You probably didn't need that many. You probably could have been fine on, 5 or 6, for example. And I don't know, again, if those cards that you put in the inkwell would have made a difference.
No.
But those would have been other cards that you would have been able to play.
Yeah, so I just took while you were going through your thoughts, I just took a look at, because I honestly didn't put anything in here that was that would have changed the scales, to be honest. The only thing that is in here that comes even close to helping is Maui, who is a straight up character who has 3 lore, 8 willpower, and 8 strength.
That's beefy too.
So it's a beefy character, but one that your character as a combination could take out, and is the only character in this deck. There's only one Maui. So that would be gone.
And that was in your deck, right? You didn't draw into it?
It was at the bottom of my deck.
Oh, that always helps.
The other one that was near the bottom of my deck, and this is the only character that could in some way match, and still, when I'm looking at the way these decks are matched up, your deck is a much stronger deck than my deck, which is why I didn't really stand a chance, especially with the characters that you drew. The next best one is Aurora. Equal to Maui does something else. So I can pay 3 inkwell to, well, first of all, she's 3 and 5.
Okay.
I could pay 3 inkwell to play this on top of one of my characters named Aurora, and that provides a protective embrace on these characters, which means my opponents can't choose them except the challenge.
Ooh, that's really good. Can I read this?
That was
that's
the third to bottom of my deck.
So shift 3, you may pay 3 to play this on top of one of your characters named Aurora, and then your other characters gain ward. Oh, that's interesting.
So I have 1, 2, 3.
So if you put this on top, we'll have to see what shift
4
means. Does that mean it also gains its stats? Like, does it gain everything? That's what I would want to know. So does that mean shift 3 means that that putting this on top of Aurora, does that mean, so this one's a little bit confusing because it's like, okay, does it gain the stats? Does it gain like the lore? Or is it just simply the protective embrace part, which is your other characters gain ward? And does that include Aurora? Does that make sense? So for example, if I'm putting this on top like this, which is what it is, right? Does this theoretically then give it 3/5 as well, and then make it 5/7? And does that get? And then in addition to that, does it mean when you quest you get 4 lore, or is it just simply to get the protective embrace? Which, if that's the case,
what it is.
But if that's the case, then it's like it says your other characters. So does that mean that this one counts too, or not? You see what I'm saying? Like, does that count this aura, or does it just mean like this because it says your other characters?
Yeah, so the other character is named Aurora. So
it's more specifically here where it says your other characters. Mm-hmm. Does that mean that counts? Does that count Aurora as another other character, or because this is shifted and underneath it counts as being one and the same?
That's a good question.
Yeah, so like those are some things I just we're curious about. Ward is great because ward means that I can't do, like, for example, the card that I played before, which I'll show, is Dragonfire, where it just straight up banishes a character. I can't do that with characters that have ward.
Right.
Right. So that's what's great. Or the one that you did that did damage. Right. You can't select them in that particular way. So that's what's powerful about ward. Still can challenge it. So there's still to be that. Also, again, being a gamer, I always ask these questions that, okay, that's great, but then let's say you did exert Aurora with this on top of it. What happens if I challenge Aurora and then this Aurora gets banished? Does this stay in play or does it go with Aurora? Because that's also a big difference too.
Yes, that's true.
So that's some things to learn about on Shift. That's definitely a fun little mechanic.
Right. But otherwise, this was very interesting, a lot of fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed playing this game. This was a lot of fun. Again, gives me a lot of Pokemon TCG Magic vibes for sure. Even
Disney twist.
With a Disney twist to it, and I really like the Disney twist. It actually makes a lot of sense. Like even like singing songs, it's like, well, sure, it's going to exert a character because they're the ones singing the song. So I really liked how they were able to play in all the elements of Disney and the whole aspect of storytelling too, the lore and having ink that from based on your cards that's going to make your other cards come to life. Like I really liked all the synergy that this game has.
Yeah, and this definitely gives me an idea of the flaws or the in the starter decks, the vulnerabilities, and how I might want to take some of your cards and take out some of mine and swap them out just to give my deck a little more strength, because I felt like it was lacking in strength.
Also,
we starter deck.
We just played one game too much.
Yes,
and I'd honestly this is just brutal, and you just didn't have anything to deal with Jasper because I had at any point in time. Yeah. So it was just like I just had those perfect cards in my opening hand that I was able to do this right away.
You had Captain America's shield with Thor's hammer.
Yeah, pretty quick, and I just went at it. So
right.
I mean, I would have had to get these two. So it was by chance I got those two cards, and then also by chance that I didn't give you the ability at any point to really deal with it. So
right.
Cool. Well, thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for doing this too.
Welcome back to Imagination Central. If you haven't done so already, be sure to create a free Imagination Skyway account over at patreon.com/Imagination Skyway. I am continuing to turn this into your one-stop shop for Imagination Skyway content, podcast episodes, and more. So be sure to create a free account there, or you can consider signing up for one of our paid subscription options for even more content, including, again, the full video version of our entire Disney Lorcana gaming experience and a lot more surprises. Plus, if you already have an account, whether it's free or paid, be sure to leave your thoughts about today's discussion directly on this episode in the Patreon app. Remember, you can also engage with the show on social media by searching for Imagination Skyway on your favorite app or heading to imaginationskyway.com. And if you are ready to book your next Disney vacation, I hope you are, or if you have questions as you prepare for your next Disney trip, be sure to contact our travel partners at KMV Travel. They are a sponsor of Imagination Skyway and a boutique travel agency that helps families plan personalized vacations and create unforgettable memories on land and at sea. Kelly and her team are an amazing resource, as I always say. I encourage you to reach out to them and take advantage of their expert knowledge, world-class service, and complimentary booking support by heading to kmvtravel.com/Skyway, or simply find KMV Travel on social media and let them know Imagination Skyway sent you. As you disembark, please remember to remain fully seated until the podcast comes to a complete stop, then gather your belongings and watch your head and step as you exit. Thank you so much for riding aboard Imagination Skyway, and remember, if we can dream it, we can do it.